summer.
Hello! Today we will be talking about our experiences with Rush. We both had pretty different experiences and two different outcomes. I ended up not joining a sorority.
And I ended up joining one. But we are like really similar people and we're obviously best friends. So we just want to talk about, first of all, the logistics of it, what you wear and how you do it. And then we're going to talk about our own experiences and why it is for some people and isn't for some people, and that's okay.
So what to expect for the first day of Rush. So pretty much you're given a badge number with your name and a little ID number at the bottom. So you're supposed to wear that for every day of Rush. It's kind of like what people don't really remember your names. So they can look at that, so many people, and they can remember and kind of jot it down in their mind. So that's what that's for, and you'll wear that every day. And you meet up with a group, and at our school it's called a Rho Gamma group, but different places call it different things, so it might not be called a Rho Gamma group, but it's just a group that's usually alphabetical, and it's you and maybe 15 other girls, and a Rho Gamma, which is a girl who's in a sorority, and but she basically is like completely unaffiliated with her sorority for that week. Yeah, exactly. So she doesn't tell you what she's in, she doesn't give you preference, and they pick the girls very carefully to make sure that they won't like encourage you to be in their sorority or not in a sorority. So basically after that, so you're in your little group. On the first day it's more of a casual day, so you still want to look nice and presentable, but you don't want to be wearing super short shorts, you don't want to be wearing anything too low cut, anything crop top too tight. You want to look professional, but you still want to look cute and represent who you are through your outfit.
Exactly. So a good thing to wear would be maybe some white summery jeans. So jeans are generally not accepted. If you were to wear jeans, it would need to be almost black or very dark, no holes. But white jeans, I think we both wore like floral cotton printed shorts, and then just like a little tank top with thick straps and some sandals. So definitely always remember through Rush, if you wouldn't wear it, to meet your boyfriend's grandma. That's what people say.
That's what everyone says. So just imagine you're kind of going out to a casual meeting with your boyfriend's grandparents while you'll be like walking around the mall or something.
Or going to lunch or something. Yeah, exactly.
So that's the first day. Basically, all that happens is
you go to every single house.
Yeah, you visit every single house. All the sororities have chants, and there's so much yelling.
Yeah,
all the sororities,
you have to be prepared for that,
are going to be yelling and clapping in your face and jumping up and down, and you honestly, the first house is totally overwhelming. You don't know what to expect. Girls come out all proper with their hands behind their back and do a walkout line, and some sororities will say, "Will you, Rachel, please come with me?" and they'll have girls' names memorized. And so when they call your name, it kind of takes you off guard because you're like, oh my gosh, when are they gonna call my name?
Like, oh my gosh.
And then a bunch of other sororities, they'll do, will you please come with me? And they'll just pick, like point at you, and then you go with them, and basically you just talk to them. You stand in the house, they kind of ask you about yourself. You feel like you're going to be having the same exact conversation 9 times that day.
You just say like, what's your major, where are you from, like what do you like to do? Like, because there are so many girls and there's less time each day to talk to each girl because there are more girls at each house. Like every single girl goes to every single house the first day. And obviously I'm in a sorority, so I think it's great once you're in it, but you just have to understand that they don't like hate you. They don't think that you were ugly or you sucked. So just be yourself, and if they don't like you, then and it's probably a good thing that you didn't call back because that's not right for you. On the end of the first day, you basically rate your top 5, and well, it depends how many houses you have. They will rate you back, and you don't get to see their rating. And this is how it's gonna work for every day, so I'll explain it now. So you rate your top 5 and your low, like 2 or 3, and maybe more and less for how many houses you have for Rush. And basically, if let's say all 5 of the ones that you liked also want you back, then you'll get your top 5 and the 3 will be dropped. But maybe 4 of the ones that you liked you back, but 1 of them didn't, so you won't get to go to one of your houses that you liked, and instead one of the houses you didn't want will pop up. So for some girls, they might have to go to all 3 houses they didn't like, and for some girls they might have to go to none. So it really just depends, but that's how that works. So you do that on the first day, and you'll do that every day.
Second day is tour day, and you're gonna dress up a little bit more fancy, probably like a cute sundress or just something a little bit more fancy, but like brunch with your grandma. That's what it is now. So basically, the one girl again will call your name, and she'll say, will you please come with me? And you go into the house and you get a tour of the house. So they'll show you what the rooms look like, what the living room looks like, and you'll get a more idea if you'd want to live in that house and if you see yourself being there for the next 4 years of your life.
And you do get to talk to the girls for a little longer this day. Each day you get a little bit more time because there are less girls. So that's basically all there is to the second day.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you walk around to your 5 houses or 6 or whatever it is, and you just get a better idea of where you'd be living, and you talk to the girls a little bit longer. So the third day is skit night, and that's where you get a better idea of the personality of the house.
So just so you know, this is how it was when we were rushing last year, but a lot of changes are made each year, so the nights might not be in the same order. They might take out or add nights, but it's still going to be this rough structure.
Yeah. So you have your skit night, you go and you watch, and usually they're really funny, and you get a better idea of, like, I really like this house, like I like the personality of the girls, and you have more of a general idea about what you'd be joining and what you'd be a part of. So that's really an important night, and it's also way more dressy. Like, you want to wear something that, like dinner with your grandma, that's what you'd be going off of. So just something like, you'd might want to wear heels that day, or we didn't really talk about shoes, but every other day is pretty much flats, and then once you get to the third night, you want to wear
wedges and a
really nice dress,
or like a really nice romper.
Yeah.
So then you do the same thing that night where you rate them, and like I said, it's different for how many sororities you have at your school, but for our school, the highest amount of houses we could go to on prep night is 3, and since you're getting down to less and less, you might only have 1 that still wants you back, and that's okay, and you might have up to 3. So you, on the last night, it's called preference night, and it's the most exciting night, basically. You go to up to 3 houses, or up to however many, and you dress in like cocktail attire, so heels, like real heels. You could wear wedges, and then
nice
like a
dress,
cocktail
like something that you'd wear on graduation or to a nice formal dinner. But you want to make sure that you look your best, you're in your full jewelry, hair done, a cute dress, everything like that.
Exactly, and that's the night where you really get a long time, like I think maybe even 30 minutes to talk to a girl. Some girls will write a little letter to someone who they maybe met. It's just more heartfelt, and that's like really when you know which house that you want.
That's when you should have a really good idea. Like, I love this house, like I feel like this is for me, this is where I want to be. That's where you kind of get your full understanding. Or you're like, I don't like sorority rush at all, and I don't like any of these houses.
Exactly, so maybe you don't like them, or you may like still go through with the night, and then when you get your bid in the morning, maybe it's not the house you wanted, or you just realize you don't want to do it. But that night you basically rate the top. So like, let's say you had 3, you'll rate them 1, 2, and 3. If you only had 2, you'll rate 1, 2. If you only had 1, that's the one you write down. And then they do the same back. And so if you rated a house as number 1 and they want you, then you will get your first. But if they didn't want you, then you'll get your second or your third, like in order. And then the next day is bid day. You sit around, you sit on your card, you have to like sit on it, and then you open it and you get your house. That's pretty much it.
And then
she didn't go to bid day.
No. And then you basically, you run to the house that you got, and you have like a day celebration party kind of thing. I don't really know, I didn't go.
So that's basically how sorority rush goes, like strategically. And overall, I think, like, I don't know if she completely agrees, but I would say that like, if you are unsure if you want to do it, you should just rush. Like, yes, it is hard, it can be tiring emotionally and physically. I definitely think you should try it, because you never know if you will like it, and if you don't try, you'll never know.
So I would definitely say try it. Obviously it wasn't for me, and I didn't particularly like any of it. But there were some good parts. I did meet some people that I like and saw later in the year, but I think my general experience, I felt like it was kind of fake. Like, I didn't really feel like any of the girls got to know who the real me was, and I feel like that made it seem like when I did get cut, it was like, you didn't even know me. Like, why are you just cutting me or whatever? And then I feel like the house, I did end up getting a bid. It was just to a house that I just did not feel a connection with. Every day that I was there, I would just say, I just do not feel like I'm at home here, like this is the place for me. And so when I did get my bid and I got it to the house that I just could not see myself being in, I just walked home. Like, I just was like, okay, you know what, it just wasn't for me, and that's fine. And you might feel like that, or you might get a house that maybe you didn't feel like you liked, but you end up going to bid day and really feel like you connect to them. So either way could happen, and in general, I just felt like I just didn't like the whole entire process. I like people who I feel like I can be myself with, and I don't have to worry about how I look or what I'm saying to them. There obviously are a ton of great girls in sorority. Obviously my best friend is in a house, so you will find someone that you like, and if not, maybe it's not for you.
Exactly. So my experience was similar in ways. Like, you don't have to be a fake version of yourself.
Yeah.
You just have to pull certain aspects of yourself out more, if that makes sense. So like, I didn't fake myself, but I pulled out the more bubbly side of myself more than I do on a normal basis. So some people might say that's fake. Like, I didn't pretend to be someone I'm not. I just pulled out all the great things of me and made them like really shine and like push through.
Yeah.
And obviously Rachel is an amazing person, but for some people that is just not natural to do. Like, it's really, really easy for me and natural for me to really personify like more of one aspect of my personality. So I just tried really hard to like take all the bubbliness that I have and all the like excitedness and pull that out. But it wasn't as easy for her, and for a lot of people it's not, and that's okay. And some sororities might still like you and might still see like that you're a great person, and some might not. But you can't really blame people. You can't really blame sorority girls because we only have a few minutes to meet you. So it really just depends. I don't, like, it wasn't the best experience of my life rushing. Like, it's not necessarily all glitter and rainbows. Like, you have to be in the heat. You have to be all dressed up, do your makeup every day, wake up at like 5 or 6 in the morning to go do this. And even if you get called back to every single house you like, it's still so hard, like, going home and thinking, like, what if they didn't like me? If you end up joining a sorority you like, it can be amazing. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to join. And you don't have to do either, and nothing is wrong with either. And I would say that there are definitely like some stereotypes are true. Like, stereotypes can be true about everything. Like, obviously there are some sororities or sorority girls that are mean or that are fake or that don't care about their sorority, but that is not true for all of them. And it's also, same thing goes with if you're not in a sorority. Like, not just because you're not in a sorority doesn't mean you're like a loser or have no social life. Like, so like when you go out to parties, there's plenty of girls who are in a sorority, plenty that aren't, and it really doesn't matter. Just do what you want to do. But I would say that you should rush for the experience.
Definitely rush. Just
you
see
never
how
know.
you like it, because you might meet your best friend and you might hate it, but you'll never know if you don't try it.
Exactly. So just try, and it could be the best thing that ever happened to you. It could suck, but yeah, definitely just try it. And I love it, and she didn't end up joining one, but she's still my #1 best friend. We still hang out all the time, and she's perfectly happy not being in one, and I like some of the things that I get to do with it. So it really doesn't matter. So if you want to rush. If you don't, but you should try it.
Yeah, if you're even thinking like, oh, maybe I kind of want to, just do it.
Just do it. Do what you want to do. Don't let anyone judge you. Don't let sorority stereotypes make you not want to be in one, and don't let like thinking you have to be in one make you do it if you don't want to. So we hope you enjoyed our tips. I'm probably going to insert some pictures of what we wore for Rush, or I'll take some pictures in some Rush outfits. And if you guys have any questions at all about either of our stories or how to rush, leave it in the comments
below.
Or you can message us, tweet us, Instagram us, and we would be happy to answer your questions. But we hope you have a great Rush experience if you decide to do it, and if not, I'm sure you will find something that you love to do in college.
Yes. So thank you for watching. Please share, maybe subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
All right, thank you. Have a good time. There's the door.
No, wait, can I talk to your... Do you want to talk more? I have more. My favorite animal is a panda.
All right, so now I'm going to take some notes on the girl we just met. Okay, guys, I would definitely say hell no. Just kidding. Actually, she's really sweet and pretty, but she's kind of psycho, but...
Maybe in your sorority. No! Please, no! Please, no!
Just kidding. We can make our own sorority, call it Kappa Delta Pizza Pie Waka Flocka Flame.
Welcome to Rachel and Emily's sorority, the Rams. Welcome to
the Rho Elf Epsilons.
Rho Ep. Welcome to Rho Ep.
That sounds dope.
Welcome to Rho Ep.
We're gonna start our own sorority named Rho Epsilon.
Rho Ep, guys.
Rho Ep. I'm a Rho Ep.
Exclusive sorority.
You can only join our sorority if you can eat 2 whole pizzas at once.
By yourself in 20 minutes.
That's a requirement, and you have to like baths and dogs. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
Okay.
My name's Emily.
And I'm Rachel.
We have
and
matching.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We have matching basic shirts on.
Yeah, we actually bought these shirts and we
how
actually
I
like
talk.
them, so.
It does match my eyes.
It does match my
eyes. Your eyes.
Wow, what a life I live.
But we can be basic together.
Bring back the summer.